So we are here at Rubens to talk with Rocky Mountain Cancer Center cycling team founders Marcel and Pete. And this is Ruben of Rubens, correct?
Correct.
All right. I think we should start off with a cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us, Ruben.
Of course.
And looking forward to discussing cycling. It took me a while until we were talking earlier, looking around, and all the cycling motif kicked in to my brain.
Exactly.
With the purple. Yeah. I mean, it must be a lot of fun to watch the Tour de France here, right?
Yeah. We replay it. We don't really do it live too often. It's a little early in the morning for our clientele, but absolutely, we'll have the replays on all day long.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to talk today about kind of the what's our why, what's your why, and why do we cycle? Why do you have a team? But I'm also kind of intrigued based on the conversation, why Ruben, and maybe you can just give us a tiny bit of oversight since we're here and tell us about maybe how that started real quick.
Sure, yeah. Well, we've been here 8 years, and when we first opened, we had a whole business plan, and it was really based around burgers and beer. And as we kind of got our crew in the place, it kind of became obvious to kind of tie it into cycling a little bit. We had a chef named Bijou Thomas who opened our kitchen with us. Our designer was an avid cyclist, and we were really just looking for names for our burgers, right? We had about 15 burgers on our menu. We didn't really want to call them the Boulder Burger and the Avocado Burger. We thought that was boring, so we wanted to name them after something. So we decided to name them after cycling stuff, and then, both the chef and the designer really played off that. They were like, this is great. The designer really wanted to put some stuff up on the walls and do some things, and Bijou tied it in, with the burgers and the way that those work with the thing, and that's kind of how it all came about.
So this is actually our 11th season, 10th anniversary.
Okay.
Marcel is the founder of the team, or one of the last remaining founders of the team. 2007, I think we were talking about that. So we were just reminiscing about how long our previous title sponsor was, which was Mix One, and it was from 2007. They were sponsoring us as the title for 6 years.
Okay.
And in transition year from when they transitioned out, Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers came on board. And this is actually the 5th year that they've been our title sponsor.
Okay.
So it's pretty important for our team, and Marcel can talk to it with the size of our team, that we really developed relationships with our sponsors.
Right.
And with Craig David, he was one of our sponsors from a previous iteration of Craig. It was Craig 1.0. And now 2.0, he's with Audi, and that kind of introduced Audi to being one of our sponsors. And we look forward to having a long-term relationship with them too.
Right. And we've had a great relationship with Audi from 303. And so Craig and I were trying to harness why Audi's involved with teams and 303, what's our why, and it's a neat to bring it all together to see that it's a relationship, right? It's a community. It's all these people we all know. We don't necessarily know them each individually, but we know of them, or we run in the same circles and we know the names, and it's just so fascinating. All of a sudden I'm meeting you, but I should have met you years ago, right? You know what I mean? It's
right.
like I should have known you, but we're just in these.
Yeah.
But it's all about the bike.
Yeah.
And what was the vision?
Well, it came about. I was with a couple of teammates. We were racing in the same category, and we were on a team that was so big. There were like over 100 riders on that team in different categories. But the challenge was that we'd go to a race and we'd race with people on our team that we had never even met before. And so we kind of felt like a real disconnect, and that what we were looking for, that camaraderie that you get within a cycling team, when you know the people that you're racing with, and you know each other's strengths and you know each other's weaknesses, you know who can excel at a certain race versus another race. That was really missing for us.
And the concept of team is obvious. Mm-hmm. To score a goal, whatever, right? I'm gonna ask you this question, thinking there's hopefully people that aren't really familiar with what a cycling team even is for. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, you're riding a bike. How does a team benefit the members of the team? And how does a team function? What's the purpose of a team in cycling?
Well, so for our team specifically, and for most amateur teams, you don't have a whole management staff. Like with professional teams, you have management staff that take care of the sponsor, and all the riders do is ride their bikes, get massages, and go to sleep. That's essentially an 8. That's what they do. we have to find our own sponsors. We have to drive ourselves to the races. We don't have buses. We don't have these massive sponsorships that provide all that. So what we, what is really important for us as a team is that we have people on our team that are not only strong riders that we can count on during races, but that are also strong behind the scenes. Like Pete and I are both managers of the team. We have 5 managers, and we delegate different sponsorship tasks. Like for instance, we have a sponsorship with Giant, and one of our other team members takes care of that sponsorship, taking orders from the team and making sure that the frames are going to the team. And it's the same thing with all our other sponsors. Everybody picks off a little bit to make the task for the entire team a little bit easier.
And you say the fight, which is interesting. How do you take, like, what your why of cycling specifically, when you're racing or when you're training, what's the motivating part? What's really the part when you dig deep? What are you digging for?
When I think about racing, for me it's the camaraderie. We're gonna work this, and so we're all ready to lay down for each other, if one guy needs something from the rest of the team, and that's pretty unique to see that, and that is why I value this team so much. Things like so every year we have a recruiting ride where we take guys that are interested in joining the team, and one of the most important parts is not if they're fast on the bike. One of the most important parts is like, are they a team player? That is the number one. I mean, they need to be fast cyclists too, but that is always second. So most of the time we don't even have riders that come on the recruitment rides if they're not already fast, but then that's the most important part. You don't really have a team if you don't have riders that are willing to work for each other. Then you might as well just not be a team. You might as well go do something different.